The news at noon starts right now.
And we start with late-breaking news. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says San Antonio police arrested a BCSO detective overnight. Booking records show Ernesto Garza is facing felony evading arrest with a motor vehicle and DWI charges. Garza has been with the agency for 8 years, according to county files. We're working to get more information, and we will have the latest tonight on KSAT 12 News at 5 and again at 6. Also, just into our newsroom this noon, 2 people are dead after a train and vehicle collided in Atascosa County. According to Union Pacific, it happened just after 7 this morning at the Strawberry City Road crossing. That's near Highway 281. No one on the train was hurt. However, 2 adults in the car involved did die, and 3 juveniles in that vehicle were taken to the hospital. It's not clear what led to that crash. And new at noon, the number of traffic-related deaths is on the rise. San Antonio police tell us they've responded to more than 90 deadly crashes in just the first 5 months of this year. Now, drone technology is being used to help piece together some of those traffic tragedies. Our traffic authority, Stephen Cavazos, explains why SAPD wants to take their investigations to new heights.
It's summertime in the Alamo City, but San Antonio police tell us it's also a time when problems begin to heat up on the roads.
Unfortunately, we're having the same kind of year that we had last year.
Detective Daniel Carrico says last year there were over 200 deadly crashes in San Antonio, and so far we're on pace to match that number. And Carrico says it's often the same contributing factors: drinking and driving and speeding. Traffic investigations like this mock scenario behind me can take several hours to complete, but San Antonio police hope to reduce that time by taking their investigation to the sky. Traffic investigators are now being trained to use drone technology in the response to crash scenes. Carrico says anytime a crash happens, it can lead to major closures on both the roads and highways.
Hopefully with the drones, we can shorten that response time and ease up the congestion on the highways and get people back to going where they need to go and get us back to where we need to be.
Investigators traditionally use digital photography to process scenes, but Carrico says that can take several hours to complete. The drones will speed up some of that time. They can take up to 700 pictures and create models to examine.
The goal is it's going to give us a better product for our criminal cases, and also it's going to speed up our crime scene processing.
Stephen Cavazos, KSAT 12 News.
Some drones are already being used to investigate crash scenes. SAPD wants to remind drivers not to be distracted anytime they encounter an investigation on the road. They hope to have all their traffic investigators certified by the FAA within the next year. San Antonio police say 1 person is dead following a 2-vehicle crash overnight. It happened on Southeast Loop 410 near New Sulphur Springs Road. Happened around 10:30 last night. SAPD says the 2 vehicles clipped each other, sending them both off the highway. A man driving one of the vehicles was still inside when it rolled down a hill following the crash. Officers say emergency crews tried to save him, but he died at the scene. The driver of the other car was not hurt. Right now, no one is facing charges. And this noon, the search continues for a missing 14-year-old girl. According to police, Alexis Rivas Aparicio was last seen Wednesday in the 6100 block of Whitby. That's near Huebner Road in the medical center area. At the time, she was seen wearing blue jean cutoff shorts with a red top and red Champion slides. She is 5'3". She's got shoulder-length black hair and has a piercing in her lower lip. Police say Alexis has a medical condition that requires a doctor's care. So if you can help find her, you're asked to call SAPD's Missing Persons Unit, 210-207-7660. Outside with live cam, maybe, I was going to say maybe a shower or 2. We were holding out hope, but there's not even a cloud in the sky.
There's no clouds right now. We are holding out hope for maybe a pop-up shower storm today. Chances are pretty low, though, David. I think most of us probably stay dry. We're going to see a lot of blue skies, which means temperatures are already warming up pretty significantly, already into the 90s now. I want to show you the radar real quick because we do have some activity on it. It's just all down near the coast. And that's associated with that tropical moisture we've been talking about last couple of days. It really misses us by and large all to the east. So if we see anything today, again, it will be that pop-up kind of stuff. Satellite picture shows that we've got completely clear skies. We had some morning clouds earlier. Those shifted out very quickly. And temperatures at the airport, 90 degrees, calm winds. Feels like 93, dew point is a little bit higher today, so we do have heat indices to be concerned about. And I think our temperature gets up into the upper 90s today, so it's entirely possible that the heat index is 100 plus. Here is the forecast high temperature here in town, 99. 101 Somerset, 101 at Elmendorf. You see some of these cooler temperatures in the hill country. That's because the computer models are assuming there will be some cooling pop-up showers. We'll see. We'll take a closer look at that. Plus, we've got some activity down in the tropics. We'll have more on that in just a bit.
All right, Justin, thank you very much. As the community continues to reflect on the 53 people killed after they were trapped in that 18-wheeler with rising temperatures, the man accused of driving that tractor trailer now waiting to learn if he is eligible for bail. This comes after 45-year-old Homero Zamorano Jr. made his first appearance in San Antonio federal court yesterday. According to court documents, Zamorano spoke on a cell phone with 28-year-old Christian Martinez about the alleged smuggling event. 2 other suspects were also arrested, but only face federal weapons charges. The Associated Press reports Zamorano only spent 5 minutes in court yesterday. He'll be back in court for a bail hearing next week. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott has ordered DPS to start operating its own checkpoints further inland. DPS says one of the things troopers will be looking out for are cloned IDs. It's not clear how the checkpoints would work. DPS says it would partly depend on staffing. Back in April, Abbott ordered DPS to inspect tractor trailers coming from Mexico. It led to gridlock on the border, and those inspections focused on things like headlamps and engines. During those inspections, troopers did not find any migrants or drugs. However, troopers were not allowed to look in the cargo holds. Uvalde Councilman Pete Arredondo now in danger of being voted out. That could happen if he misses the next meeting. This comes after he did not show up to yesterday's city council meeting. His response as the police chief for the school district has drawn scrutiny. The council members who did show up faced questions from the victims' family members, many frustrated with the lack of information since this investigation began more than a month ago. The city council and Mayor Don McLaughlin insisted they can't release information because it would interfere with investigation. Our Mary Jo Garza is one of the 21 people killed that day. And changes are coming in the wake of the Uvalde school shooting. This fall, Texas public schools will be subjected to random inspections to detect weak access points. State school safety leaders say these reviews will not resemble potentially traumatizing intruder simulations. Texas School Safety Center plans to start randomly checking school buildings this September. Its leaders say the goal is to inspect 100% of school districts and 75% of campuses across the state by the end of the school year. The new random intruder detection audits are part of a directive handed down by Governor Greg Abbott to ensure school buildings are properly secured. Top Republicans are pushing back on President Biden's plans to restore abortion rights after the Supreme Court ruled to overturn Roe v. Wade. The president called on Congress to do a carve-out for the filibuster when it comes to abortion rights and pass a bill that would codify Roe into law. But that's unlikely because two key Democrats have come out in opposition to his plan. ABC's Em Nguyen has the latest from Washington.
President Joe Biden meeting today with several Democratic governors to go over options to protect abortion rights. The president making it clear his opposition to the Supreme Court decision while overseas at the G7 summit.
The first and foremost thing we should do is make it clear how outrageous this decision was.
It's been exactly 1 week since 5 conservative Supreme Court justices overturned Roe v. Wade. We want freedom. We want freedom. There have been marches and demonstrations both for and against the decision, including yesterday near the Supreme Court, where Capitol Police say more than 180 people were detained, including California Representative Judy Chu, a lead sponsor of the House abortion rights bill. The president now calling on the Senate to exempt abortion rights from the filibuster so Chu's bill can become law.
I believe we have to codify Roe v. Wade in the law.
But that's unlikely to happen as 2 moderate Democrats crucial to ending the filibuster's 60-vote threshold are opposed to Biden's plan. Meanwhile, some women are forced to travel across state lines to seek abortions, including this Louisiana woman who didn't want to be identified.
It's my body. I have that amendment. I have that right, and I don't think anybody should be able to decide that for me.
In at least 12 states, nearly all abortion services have halted. But in Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana, Texas, and Utah, judges have temporarily blocked the abortion bans in those states from going into effect.
To say that the state constitution mandates things like dismemberment abortions, I just don't think that's the proper interpretation.
Some women are turning to abortion pills and the Plan B contraceptive pill, also known as the morning after pill, to control their family planning. Due to a spike in demand for Plan B pills, some pharmacies have started to limit purchases. Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
So the Spurs fans still trying to get over the fact that DeJounte Murray got traded to Atlanta. Spurs general manager Brian Wright talks about the decision and how soon the team will be competitive. That's coming up later on in sports. Back outside with Live Cam, it seems like so long ago we had that nice rain because we're back in the 90s at noon, no clouds.
It's a distant memory.
It is.
We need something like that to come back in the forecast. Not anything, at least in the immediate future. As we look outside, a lot of blue skies out there, and temperatures are warming up very quickly. The aquifer still up a little bit, a tenth of a foot to 636.6, but we're still well below the average. In your pollen count, molds, 2,820. That registers in the high category, but these numbers are falling. Pigweed is low at 10. We take a look at the July 4th forecast coming up.
Hey, I want to remind you, we've got the Armed Forces Parade tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. down there on the river. It's going to be a little warm. Usually a little cooler on the river, maybe, I don't know, a couple degrees. But take your water and all those things that you need to stay cool.
Yeah, you know, down there, though, there's not much of a breeze.
Yeah.
It does get a little toasty. I think, you know, the timing's good. A little bit earlier in the morning, you can avoid some of the big-time heat that we are expecting over the weekend and really throughout the 7-day forecast. Boy, June was a hot month for us. No surprise, it was the hottest June on record, following the hottest May on record. These numbers have just been pretty incredible. We also set the record for most 100-degree days in June. We were at 87.7 for the month, the hottest being 105 back on June 12th. And July starting out very similar. As we take a look at the time lapse this morning, we did have some clouds that lasted for a little bit. Clouds rolled in. We had a patch of clouds to work through, and then sun came out, and now we're seeing those temperatures really starting to crank up. 90 degrees at the airport, calm winds, humidity is at 46%. And as we look at the satellite picture, a couple things to point out here. Starting to see some cumulus clouds developing here and there, and where you see kind of clusters of them, like out here in Real County, that's where we could see a shower or storm bubble up a little bit later today. Nothing yet. And then as we look off to the east, we've got some clouds associated with some of that tropical moisture well to our east. And we'll show you what the radar looks like there here in just a second. But temperatures, again, in the 90s for the most part. 91 Helotes, 91 Port SA, 91 Stinson, still some 80s. Bulverde just jumped up to 88, 85 Canyon Lake, 90 in New Braunfels. In the forecast for today, I mentioned some of those showers and storms bubbling up. There's a 20% chance. It'll be few and far between anything we see today, but there will be a few cooling showers out there. It's just going to be the luck of the draw, the lottery. If you win, if you're underneath one of these things, may cool you down. You may get a little bit of rain out of it. 20% chance through about 7 o'clock, and then rain chances basically go away. So if you have evening plans, you should be fine. As we get into tomorrow, same story. 3 o'clock, we'll start to see some of those pop-up downpours. And then by 7 o'clock, everything starts to go away once again. And after tomorrow, our rain chances go away, period. There's not much there in the 7-day forecast. Today, we're thinking 99 for high. There will be some triple digits on the map. Places like Divine, Hondo, Uvalde, you could get up above 100. And even here in San Antonio with the humidity, we may see that heat index cause those feels-like temperatures to jump up above 100. There is that tropical moisture I mentioned. It's all around Houston and points east. So Beaumont, Lake Charles getting a ton of rain as this funnels up into their area. It never developed into anything, but we do have a tropical storm now out in the Caribbean. And this is Tropical Storm Bonnie. It is headed for Central America. It will probably cross over, keep its name, and continue out into the Pacific. This doesn't happen all that often. It's happened a few times in history, but we'll see that probably with this storm as it moves into the Pacific and eventually strengthens into a hurricane. We think a Category 1 hurricane but staying out over open ocean, probably just minimal effects for Mexico. Our forecast calls for the heat high to build back in. Not what we wanted, it's what we're used to, but not what we wanted. This thing dances around a little bit, but really takes back control of the forecast and keeps things hot and very, very warm through the foreseeable future. What about July 4th? Fireworks forecast. All looks good here too, but it'll be warm. 93 at 8 o'clock, 90 by 9 p.m., 87 at 10 p.m. And this is for Monday night if you plan to go out and check out any of the shows. We'll be up near 100 on July 4th, by the way, for a high temperature. 101 Tuesday, 101 Wednesday, 100 Thursday. Yeah, we're back there again. We had our brief reprieve, and now we're back to what we have seen most of this summer and late spring.
That didn't last long.
Nope.
Speaking of lasting long, people are still upset about the Spurs. Must not be a lot going on this summer with the Spurs because they're still upset.
I mean, you're going to lose like two guys. They're two of the longest tenured Spurs already, Murray and Lonnie Walker. These are guys that have integrated themselves into the community, and now they're gone. When we come back, we'll hear from General Manager Brian Wright on the decision, and he kind of addresses Spurs fans and their concerns. Plus, we'll hear about the rookie's impact and what he wants to contribute to the Spurs this season. Got that too next.
Draft picks don't have feelings, and players do. People do, we do, and I think it's the emotions of, losing somebody you've been with for so long, and that's kind of what sticks with you.
The Spurs got a smorgasbord of draft capital after trading DeJounte Murray away, but it didn't make the decision any easier in big board sports. Trade between the Spurs and Hawks became official yesterday afternoon, sending DJ and Jock Landale to Atlanta in exchange for 3 first-round picks, one of them protected, a pick swap in 2026, and Danilo Gallinari, who is reportedly about to be waived. DeJounte wasn't just a player on the roster. He was a homegrown talent that had connections to the Big Three era of the Spurs dynasty and had integrated himself into the San Antonio community. Clearly, this wasn't an easy decision to make, and the fans have made their frustrations known. General Manager Brian Wright addressed the media yesterday and acknowledged the Spurs fans' pain.
That reaction is necessary. I mean, we love the passion. That's what makes this thing great and what makes our fans great. And they're passionate on either end. And you're going to agree sometimes and you're going to not agree sometimes. And that's all understandable. What this does, though, it does open up a different pathway to continue to build. We've added 22 picks over the next few years. Hopefully over time we'll make good decisions and our fans will be happy with the outcome. But, to expect that there wouldn't be some discourse or disagreement, that's not realistic, and we understand both sides of that.
The Spurs also bid farewell to guard Lonnie Walker IV. San Antonio pulled their qualifying offer, letting Lonnie enter free agency as an unrestricted free agent, and he ended up signing with the Lakers on a 1-year, $6.5 million deal. That leaves Jakob Poeltl now as the longest tenured Spur on the roster. He came here on the Kawhi Leonard trade back in 2018. With all that in mind, what is Wright's timetable for turning the Spurs into a championship contender once again?
As soon as possible. That's why you play the game. You play the game to win. I think if you watch our team last year, incredibly competitive. Our goal again this year is to be incredibly competitive. Our ultimate goal is to be in contention and hopefully have a chance to win another championship.
So if the Spurs want to get to that point, they're going to need this current crop of teenagers to help lead the way. 25th overall pick Blake Wesley has already gotten advice from second-year guard Joshua Primo. How does he plan on contributing to the Spurs roster?
I love to play defense. That's the first thing I like to do. Just impact the game. That's what I like doing. My dad taught me how to play defense, and being a defender is good for me. Popovich loves defenders, so first during practice next season, I'm gonna try to defend everybody who's good and try to earn some minutes.
Yeah, there's one thing that hasn't changed. Pop still loves defense. Here's a look at the Spurs Summer League schedule. 8 days from now, they open play in Las Vegas against the Cavaliers. Then they'll take on the Warriors, Rockets, and Hawks over the course of a week. A reminder, Jeremy Sohan, the 9th overall pick, is still out with COVID. Yep. Hopefully he can come back toward the later end of that stretch, but we're going to be very interested to see how the young guys perform in the Summer League this year.
And it's kind of weird to hear the second-year guy teaching the first-year guy how to handle all the situations.
It's a weird situation when a 19-year-old seems like the veteran on the roster.
It's very strange. All right, Andrew, thank you very much. Hey, the 4th of July weekend, you might notice your celebrations are a little more expensive. Part of that's because fireworks prices are going up. Why? They're getting pricier. still ahead. And mustard prices also going up, but that's overseas. Why experts think they could have an impact on how much you actually pay for the condiment. That's coming up in the next half hour as well. And it is the 4th of July weekend, and if you're about to embark on a road trip, good news, gas prices are slightly down. The not so good news, prices are still much higher than the same time last year. Coming up today at 5:12 on your sides, Marilyn Moore shares what to expect the next time you fill up and whether it's stopping San Antonio's from hitting the road. No. U.S. Marshals are now bringing a woman back to Texas after arresting her in Costa Rica. The agency is accusing the woman of shooting and killing a professional cyclist in Austin. ABC's Matt Gutman has more details about the fugitive's arrest.
43 days after this arrest warrant was issued for yoga instructor Caitlin Armstrong, authorities closing in on the fugitive wanted in the murder of pro cyclist Mariah Wilson.
We knew that she was in Costa Rica. She thought it was a safe haven where she was already trying to establish some type of lifestyle.
U.S. Marshals say Armstrong had been living in a remote Costa Rican beach town after being accused of killing the rising cycling star in Austin, Texas on May 11th. Officials alleging Armstrong flew into a jealous rage when she learned her boyfriend had dinner with Wilson and went swimming with her. They say Armstrong tracked Wilson to this house, then shot her multiple times. A couple days later, police questioned Armstrong but did not arrest her. Then she disappeared. Early this week, authorities learned Armstrong used a passport that was not hers to board a flight on May 18th to Costa Rica.
We knew that she had some type of money. She had a check for $12,200.
And once there, they say she changed her appearance.
She shortened her hair length a little bit, about shoulder length. She dyed it dark brown.
The Wilson family releasing a statement saying they're relieved this phase of uncertainty is now behind them, and adding that to their knowledge, Wilson was not in a romantic relationship with anyone. According to court documents, Armstrong's boyfriend Colin Strickland told police he was briefly in a relationship with 25-year-old Wilson last year, saying after that their relationship was platonic. Armstrong is expected to be deported back to Texas to stand trial for murder. If she's convicted, she could face the death penalty. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Gabby Petito's parents can now move forward with their lawsuit against Brian Laundrie's parents. This comes after a Florida judge's ruling. Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt are suing Christopher and Roberta Laundrie for intentional infliction of emotional distress. The judge denied the Laundrie's motion to dismiss the suit. Back in September, the Laundries released a statement through their attorney saying they hope Gabby is reunited with her family. Gabby's parents argued that the Laundries made the statement knowing Gabby was dead. And now the war in Ukraine. The Russian onslaught continues today. 20 more people are dead after a missile strike on a residential building in Ukraine. That missile strike happened in the Odessa region of Ukraine. According to their state emergency services, 38 others were injured in that attack. The strike also left the building partially destroyed. When asked about the missile strike, Russia has denied targeting civilians and civilian infrastructures. The Kremlin spokesman continues to stand by Russia's denial in targeted attacks. Outside with live cam, it's just getting hotter. That's it. That's all I got. That's all we got. Just getting hotter.
That sums it up.
Does that work for you?
That works.
All right.
I would have to agree. 90 degrees right now, but it feels like 93 because we have quite a bit of humidity in the atmosphere today. So it's going to feel a little bit warmer than that actual air temperature. Something to keep in mind if you're going to be outside for a long duration. You look around the area, we have a heat index across most of Bexar County. Temperatures down there at Stinson 91, but it feels like 97. The heat index in New Braunfels 96 at this hour. Even Bernie Stage 88 degrees, but it feels like 89. As we look at the KSAT 12-hour forecast, we are going to add in some small rain chances as we get into the afternoon. It's not a great chance, 20%, but as we get temperatures into the upper 90s, we'll start to see some of these pop-up downpours. They'll be few and far between. But if you're lucky enough to get underneath one, you could get a little bit of rain and maybe a quick cool down. Otherwise, it's heat for everyone else. And as we go into this evening, temperatures stay warm. 87, 10 o'clock, mostly clear. 85 at 11 o'clock, even around midnight. We're still in the mid-80s with southeasterly winds. Here's what's ahead, some of the headlines for you as we head into the July 4th weekend. A few pop-ups today as we sat, and a few more tomorrow. Then as we head into the 4th of July, If you have plans to be grilling, you're going to be grilling in the triple digits. Whatever you have planned for July 4th, just know it is going to be hot. It's also going to be dry. Now we've got a lot going on across the city. We're going to have more on that forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, Justin, thank you. Firework prices blowing up this year as supply chain issues remain. Some of the reasons for the increase in price: raw materials, shipping costs, and labor. Higher demand also has been a factor as consumers turn to at-home firework displays the last couple of years. The CEO of one fireworks distributor estimates his costs have at least doubled since 2019. The American Pyrotechnics Association says costs are 35% higher industry-wide. The bright side to the high-priced fireworks, retailers and distributors say they are more ready to match demand this year. And you are what you eat. But your diet choices don't just impact your body, they could also have an effect on Mother Earth. ABC's Ginger Z explains how the ice cream in your freezer could be a new way to help the climate fight.
You know the iconic ice cream brand Ben & Jerry's. Well, they are changing the way that they get their milk so they can make a dent in their carbon footprint. It's a new program called Project Mootopia. Starting with 15 dairy farms in the U.S. and the Netherlands, Ben & Jerry's says that they've got a plan that can cut those greenhouse gas emissions to half the industry average by the end of 2024. According to the EPA, agriculture makes up 11% of our country's greenhouse gas emissions, and that includes the especially potent gas methane, which accelerates climate change even more than CO2. Dairy cows burp as they digest, and in those burps, methane. But Ben & Jerry's says they can reduce that by changing the cow's diet and feeding them supplements to help their digestion. The program is also going to install systems to reduce emissions from manure and manage soil on the farm. That will increase the amount of carbon it can store. If the pilot program is successful, they will expand Project Mootopia to all dairy farms in their global supply chain. To limit global warming to around 1.5 degrees Celsius, the latest report by the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change says that global greenhouse gas emissions have to peak before 2025 at the latest, and then be reduced by 43% by 2030. With this Climate Minute, I'm Ginger Z.
A portrait of Princess Diana is being called extraordinarily rare and will be on public display for the first time after being sold at auction recently. The oil sketch made by American artist Nelson Shanks was completed in 1994, just 3 years before Diana's death. It made headlines in January when it was sold for more than 10 times its original estimate at nearly $202,000. According to the London-based gallery showcasing the work, it was one of several used to capture authentic expressions. In the portrait, Princess Diana is depicted wearing a Catherine Walker green velvet halter dress, which she was also wearing when she was photographed for Vanity Fair's June 1997 issue. The portrait will be on display through July 6th. The 4th of July food might be a part of your celebrations, maybe even a little mustard. Well, if that's what you use, you're not alone. The condiment is in high demand. How this could affect your 4th of July cookouts coming up. And NBA free agents bring in some big bucks. Andrew Seeley with some of the attention-grabbing numbers coming up in a few minutes in sports. And it is summer in Texas, and we all know staying hydrated is important, but that's not the only thing to keep in mind if you're spending some time outdoors. Tips from the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department to make sure you stay safe in this Texas heat. Coming up after the break.
Hello everyone, these are your top headlines from Cheddar News. Delta is letting flyers rebook with no fees starting today through the July 4th weekend. CEO Ed Bastian tweeting on Thursday, quote, "Things won't change overnight. We're on a path towards a steady recovery." Now, Delta so far has canceled over 400 flights since Monday alone, that according to FlightAware. Meanwhile, Apple wants you to start buying gas right from your car's dashboard. This fall, the company will roll out their newest version of their CarPlay software. The new feature will allow you to tap an app to navigate to a pump and buy gas right from the screen in your car, skipping tapping or inserting a credit card. And the FDA is recommending COVID shots be updated to target 2 new variants of the original Omicron variant, which is no longer circulating in the U.S. The new variants, known as BA4 and BA5, now make up more than 50% of COVID infections in this country. That according to the CDC. The new shots, which will also vaccinate against the original virus, should be ready by the fall. And that's your Cheddar News Update. I'm Baker Machado coming to you from Cheddar Studios in Lower Manhattan.
If it's not one thing, it's another. There are concerns now that Europe's mustard shortage could come to America's grocery store shelves for the July 4th holiday. That's according to a USA Today report. Drought is the major cause of the shortage in Russia's war against Ukraine. That's because Russia and Ukraine are among the top global exporters of mustard seeds. The owners of French's Mustard and Grey Poupon say they do not expect a shortage of their products in the U.S. since they use alternate suppliers. So far, there's already a noticeable mustard shortage, though, in France, and the United Kingdom is expected to be next. Officials say 54 heat-related illnesses have been reported in humans and pets at state parks this year, and that's why the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department is offering tips to help people stay safe on the trails this summer in the heat. TPWD says other than staying hydrated, hikers should know their route by planning ahead, dress accordingly, and eat plenty of salt to stay replenished while sweating. This includes snacking throughout your hike by eating foods such as jerky, granola, and trail mix. For dog owners, make sure you bring them enough water and be aware of how hot the ground is where you're letting your dog walk around. That could be dangerous. And it's going to get dangerous this weekend because we are back in the hundreds. Boy, it was nice while it lasted. Just didn't last long enough, though.
Oh, 2 days. 2 days.
2 days.
Maybe a day.
Okay. Better than nothing.
We're back at it. That heat high is coming back, and it's going to bring our temperatures back up again. So far today, 90 degrees. The high, 76 was the low this morning. The average is 94. Surprise, surprise, we're going to be above average today. The record is 104 set back in 1980. Don't think we'll get there. But we are going to see some big-time heat for July 4th. And do the extended forecast. Another look at that 7-day forecast is coming up.
You know, I think people are looking forward to the 4th of July weekend so much that I'm sure 100-degree temperature, because it was like 99 the other day, so 100 degrees isn't really going to stop anybody from doing anything. They're going to go, we've been through this 22 times already.
I was about to say, we're so used to it now. Yeah. It's just like old hat. But here we are again. We're back to the heat. Good place to be. The river. A lot of people will be floating the river, I think, although the flows aren't great. But a lot of people will be doing that. Also headed to the beach. Let's get you the beach forecast for the 4th of July weekend. All looks pretty good. Temperatures will be in the low 90s. Still hot down there. Obviously, you're going to have a high heat index because there's a ton of moisture. Bays will be a little bit choppy. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday sees about 3 to 5 feet, but that's no big deal. The water temperature anywhere from 86 to 89, close to 90 degrees, that water. Go enjoy it, but make sure you apply the sunscreen. And as we go outside right now, we've got mostly clear skies. We can see the clouds off in the distance. So those are some high clouds associated with that tropical moisture out in East Texas. It's well to our east, though, and it'll stay well to our east. If we're going to see any rain today, it's going to be a stray pop-up shower or storm. 90 degrees right now. Feels like 93 when you factor in that dew point of 67. And temperatures around the area, well, we're already pushing 100 in a couple spots. 97, the current temperature in Cotulla, will certainly get up over 100 there. 90 in New Braunfels, 89 Gonzales. You're at 90 in Rock Springs. Here around San Antonio, low 90s, with the exception being Randolph, which is sitting at 88 at this hour. Dew points a little higher than they have been last couple days, and so that's why we are talking about the heat index today. You're going to have to tack on a couple degrees for that feels like number, I think, throughout the afternoon with dew points in the upper 60s. And currently, the heat index is 93, as we mentioned here in San Antonio. Feels like 96 in New Braunfels, feels like 97 in Stinson. Pleasanton feels like 101 when you factor in that humidity. Our forecast, we talked about some of those pop-up showers. There is a 20% chance of that. This is 3 o'clock today, and this model shows a couple trying to pop up. So far, we haven't seen much. And then as we head to about 7 o'clock, most of this will start to die down. Lots of daytime heating. You'll see these showers and the downpours go away. We'll do it all again tomorrow. Pretty similar setup with some isolated showers or storms, and that lasts through about 7 o'clock before we say goodbye to the rain chances for good. The KSAT 12-hour forecast, if you're planning out your evening, 99 at 4 o'clock. We're at 97, 6 o'clock, 95, 7 p.m., 93 at 8 p.m. with a 20% chance of rain. And then the rain chances really go away. 10 p.m., 87 degrees and 85 at 11 p.m. Here is the radar and satellite. And what we're watching here, you see some of these speckles here. Those are cumulus clouds trying to develop. And where you see clusters of them, that's where we'll have a little better chance of seeing one of these downpours bubble up. It's impossible to know exactly where that will happen, but we can see some of these clusters here in the hill country. That would be my guess as to where we may get one of those showers or storms here within the next couple of hours. Also seeing some clouds trying to bubble up there around Beeville. Not much here around San Antonio. And as we go east, that's where the deep moisture is. You got that tropical moisture feeding into Louisiana at the Sour Lake Charles, getting a ton of rain. They could see up to 5 inches of rain there along the Louisiana coast. That system, tropical system, never developed, and it falls apart. For us, high pressure begins to build back in, and we know what happens once we see the big blue H. Basically takes over our forecast and keeps things toasty and dry. So we do need to be careful. July 4th, things are still dry, despite the fact we got that rain a few days ago. Temperatures 99 today, 97 tomorrow, and then we've got a lot of triple digits there in the 7-day forecast as we head into next week.
I don't know where the NBA is getting all this money, but man, they're throwing it around like it. I would just like to stand under, like, when they toss those bills out that way, just grab a couple.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. I'd love to be a part of that too.
This is some serious cash.
I mean, Supermax deals going everywhere. And what's interesting is, going into this, we knew probably Durant was going to ask out. It's kind of par for the course for him. What's interesting now is who's sticking around. When we come back, we'll talk about Nikola Jokic and Zion Williamson, who are both standing pat with the teams that they're on, plus conference realignment in college football. Got that too next. Unless the Spurs change something in free agency, they'll enter this upcoming NBA season with 11 players that are 22 years old or younger. Obviously, their new crop of draft picks are on the low end of that mark. They're all 19 years old. So is Joshua Primo, who had a breakout rookie season last year. A guy you might see more of this year is 22-year-old Joe Wieskamp. The Spurs extended him a qualifying offer, making him a restricted free agent today. If he sticks around, he'll be a great asset for the Silver and Black during Summer League play, and he also feels a lot more confident heading into year two.
You go from a college season where you're playing 30, 35 games to an 82-game schedule, so you learn so much about the pro game, what a daily routine is like, what's training camp like, what's a practice like, what's film session. So it's just, you don't know it until you experience it, and you don't know how long that season really is until you go through it. So I think just to have that year under my belt is going to help just so much going into this year.
And a reminder, Summer League play officially begins for the Spurs on July 8th. So far this morning's free agency buzz has been about securing major talent to long-term deals. Two-time MVP Nikola Jokic is staying in Denver on a record-breaking Supermax deal, and Devin Booker got similar numbers to remain in Phoenix. But that isn't the case for Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. Yesterday, reports emerged that Durant requested a trade from Brooklyn after spending 3 seasons attempting to turn the franchise into a super team. Further reports indicate that more than half the league reached out to the Nets immediately to inquire about possible trades. The Nets are said to want an historic haul. KD would prefer to either go to Miami or Phoenix, but Brooklyn will not acquiesce without proper compensation. One of the surprises of free agency is that Zion Williamson is remaining in New Orleans. The Pelicans signed their young star to a rookie max deal worth $231 million and will keep him under contract through the 2028 season. Williamson was the first overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft, but he missed all of last season with a fractured foot and had a setback during rehab.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Former Texans, now Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson's hearing in front of discipline officer Sue L. Robinson ended yesterday evening, and a decision is due within the next few weeks around July 11th per ESPN. The NFL and NFL Players Association have each laid down their cases for whether Watson violated the NFL's personal conduct policy, and Robinson's ruling will likely decide how long he will be suspended. The NFL can appeal the commissioner, Roger Goodell, to change the length of the sentence. Watson is still contending with 4 remaining civil lawsuits accusing him of sexual misconduct. The Astros finished up a tough stretch against the top 2 teams in the majors, the Mets and the Yankees, and they finished with a 7-2 record. Houston beat the Yanks 2-1 last night, thanks in part to a great outing from pitcher Luis Garcia and this 2-run double from Alex Bregman. The Astros now own the second best record in the majors at 48-27 and will start a 3-game homestand against the Angels tonight at 7-10. And welcome to the Big Ten. USC and UCLA, the 2 California powerhouses, are leaving the Pac-12 and plan to enter the Big Ten at the conclusion of their current media rights agreement in 2024. Listen, I understand you want to try and increase the pull of your team to try and get into the playoffs. You're talking about travel. More importantly, you're talking about hot to cold. And that's going to be tough for those players to adjust to.
College football is turning into something that we have never seen before. It's going to be unidentified.
It's almost like the NBA. It feels like they're kind of trading whenever it makes sense for them.
Yep. All right, Andrew, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Speaking of having a great weekend, it is 4th of July weekend, so you know we've got some 4th of July food right there on Market Square set.
Yes, indeed. 4th of July food, fun, and all of the above.
Yes, and John Bird from Doghouse Beer Garden is here to show us some of those incredible hot dog creations. But first, you gotta start with something, right?
That's right. So everybody thinks a bacon wrap hot dog is just miraculously happens, but there's a little bit more to it when it comes down to the technique. You gotta wrap that top all the way at the top. You gotta make sure that you're overlapping just a little bit so that you can stretch that bacon all the way to the other end. You get it down there, and it's great to have a little handy tool, knife, stick of any sort. Take that tip and just stuff it right underneath there.
We're going to cook those babies up and all the different flavors they have out there. Perfect for a backyard barbecue. Look at this backyard setting we have right here, how that can come to you. And what's a party without a magician? David Kovac from Magician's Agency.
Well, hello. Great to see you again. You know, you don't have to have fancy props to perform. You can entertain with anything you find around the house. For example, I have a little ring here. In fact, Mike just caught it, and a chain. But watch, something unusual happens. If I add a little magic, it actually ties itself on there. And then I have a pendulum. I can hypnotize Mike and Fiona so they buy a monkey and go to France. How about that?
And Jen, look at your happy face.
I know. Well, amazing.
It's a free parade along the Riverwalk honoring our military. We'll tell you where you can take it all in while enjoying some delicious barbecue and some great cocktails.
All right, 4th of July. What is your favorite thing about the 4th? Let us know. Is it the hot dogs? Is it the red, white, and blue?
Is it the fireworks? Let us know at SA Live KSAT on Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back. Temperatures making their way into the mid-90s at this hour. Will be close to 100 this afternoon. Small chance for a pop-up shower storm today, tomorrow. Then after that, heat, dry, you name it. It's all there. 4th of July is going to be hot. 100. Be careful. Things are still dry. Even though we got the rain earlier this week, it's still kind of not a great situation.
Yeah, we want to thank you all for watching us today, and we want to wish you a very safe holiday weekend. Enjoy yourself, but be safe. And we know one thing, Mike is not magically drifted off to France, at least not yet, because there's a hot dog wrapped with bacon waiting for him. SA Live starts right now.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Yes, hello, and happy Friday. We are getting you ready, of course, for the 4th of July weekend, which is here. Yes. Good afternoon. I'm Fiona Gorstiza.
And I'm Mike Osterhage. And, of course, all the red, white, and blue. The set is decorated. It is wonderful. The great celebration, the birthday of our wonderful country. And we want to know, what do you like the best about 4th of July and the whole weekend?
I gotta tell you, the fireworks.
Yeah.
I really look forward to the fireworks. I love Sloan seeing the fireworks. You know, last year she was a little hesitant, but I think this year she's going to be all about it.
Besides everything about it, I always like watching when it's from the broadcast from Washington, D.C., and the military band is playing like Stars and Stripes Forever and all that, and the fireworks going off there. That always kind of gives you chills. Yeah.
So we want you to let us know what's your favorite part of 4th of July weekend at SA Live KSAT on Facebook and Twitter. We might see a little of those later on the show. If you have some pictures, even from last year, send those too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 4th of July. What's more 4th of July than hot dogs? But this is no ordinary hot dog. Can't celebrate without them. And boy, I'll tell you one thing: the Doghouse Beer Garden does hot dogs and then some.
Oh yes, John Bird is here, Director of Operations, which will show us some of their fabulous and incredible hot dog creations.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, for those who missed it earlier, these dogs are starting with a little bit extra, right?
All of our stuff, we tend to go over the top of everything, you know, but you can make it as simple as you want, or you can throw in the whole kitchen sink like on our T-Mex here.
Okay, and you've got one on the grill right now, and it's wrapped in bacon, right?
Yes, absolutely. Nothing better than a bacon-wrapped hot dog, in my opinion. So.
And you said that the trick kind of is, we saw this at the very end, to wrap it real tight and overlap it and then tuck the end in, right?
Tuck it right in, because if you start cooking and it starts falling off, and then you got stringy, uncooked bacon, and it gets a little chewy, so.
Okay, well, they have been cooking these hot dogs inside all morning long, and dying to taste one, but we're going to really dress these babies up, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to start with the downtown. Okay. It's kind of like a classic ballpark hot dog with a little bit of a twist. So we got a bacon-wrapped hot dog and our King's Hawaiian rolls. That's kind of our signature thing. You're going to add your grilled onions on there. Those are delicious. top of that, we're going to put our pickled red peppers. Put a little sweetness in there.
Okay.
All right, then we're going to do our 8 points of mayo.
And this is important to do the 8 points, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Beautiful. And we're going to do a straight line. I call it the train tracks. We've got our ketchup and then our mustard. That's your mayo, mustard, ketchup, grilled onions, and pickled red peppers.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to taste the same in the end. It's going to be delicious.
All right, and that is
Wonderful.
again the downtown.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
You know, and the other thing about these hot dogs is too, these things, as I said, I mean, it's almost the size of a small tree limb here. This is not the little ones you get at the store in the package, right? These are some big, big dogs. So, and of course, it is the absolute worst. Which one am I making
All right,
now?
so you're going to make the cowboy. This is one of our popular hot dogs. Everybody kind of loves it. If you like barbecue and crispy fried onions, you're in luck. Our cheese sauce is going right on top of that bacon wrapped hot dog.
Just right there.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
What's in the cheese sauce?
Yeah, you know.
Secret stuff.
You got to come and check it out.
Some
crispy fried onions on top of that gives a nice crunch to go along with that sweetness of the King's Hawaiian rolls.
And then
8 points of barbecue.
8 points.
Everybody loves bacon and barbecue.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6.
And of course, you also do vegan hot dogs, right?
We do. Yes, we have something for everybody. We have a whole plant-based menu. We have the vegan bun option, so eggless rolls, eggless buns, French rolls, everything to serve everybody. So.
Okay. And there is a new Doghouse location in town too, right?
Yes, that's over in Bandera Oaks. It's right next to the largest HEB in the state of Texas. So right across the street over there on Quincy Lee. So it's a beautiful location, brand new, and we are rocking and rolling over there.
I recommend if you're going to eat one of these, yes, gloves are a pretty good idea. It is messy, but the messier, that means it's really good. That's really, really good.
Hey, we got fork and knives as well. So.
And you got a special coming up too, right?
Yes, we do. So on the 4th of July, if you don't feel like cooking out, come inside the Doghouse. We're going to take care of you. We're going to do $4 build your own hot dogs. So $4 and make it your way.
And that's the thing, is you can put anything on a hot dog, right? And before we go, what's this one right
That's
here?
the T-Mex. So that, I don't know if you want to attempt to build it. It is a lot of stuff on there. You got your chipotle aioli, your avocado, coleslaw, black pepper, jalapenos, pickled red peppers. It is delicious, and all underneath of that is our beef chorizo sausage. Great. Put it in burritos. We put it on in everything. It's
Your
delicious.
favorite?
My favorite of all of them, I like a little bit of spice.
Okay.
So I like the jalapenos, and I like that spicy beef chorizo.
Don't forget, you can create a hot dog of your dreams for just $4 on July 4th at Doghouse Beer Garden. And for more information, go to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. All right, nothing like having a delicious hot dog in a beautiful setting in your own backyard.
Yes, okay, but what about the fun? 4th of July weekend is a great time to cook out and hit the pool. And our next guest can help you make it the ultimate party, from decorations to snacks and staying cool. Guess what? She can do it all for you.
Yeah, Courtney Daigle, owner and creative director for Jordy Lolo, is here, and she set this up in about a half an hour's time. And oh, by the way, and
yes,
love a guest that brings
what
are those?
So
beverages.
This is a simple cocktail that you can do totally by yourself. You don't need a bartender. It's Prosecco and then a fruit popsicle.
Oh,
refreshing.
The best of both worlds.
I love it. Perfect for pool parties. So give that a taste.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Now,
happy 4th.
Yes, happy 4th. So when folks come to you, do they, I mean, you don't really say no if they have an out of this world idea. You're going to try and figure it out, right?
Yes. So that's my job. So I love what I do. I'm an event stylist and event planner, and we design your event from top to bottom. Balloons, marquee letters, event furniture, staging. We have caterers, we have bartenders, everything you can think of for your party we have. We'll coordinate for you. You sit back and relax.
And this is an example of, I mean, just one example, right?
Yes.
So talk a little bit about what you bring here, because some of these are party favors, right?
Yes, absolutely. So for my clients, I always suggest providing your guests some type of party favor. For party favors that they'll use again. So for pool parties, bring out those towels, go ahead and put out the sunglasses, maybe perhaps have the sunblock ready for them, so that way they can have a nice big welcome when they come in.
And speaking of the pool, that's not just for decoration for this segment.
No.
You bring pools.
Yes, I can bring pools too. So a lot of folks may not have a pool. So there's a new and improved kiddie pool. It's stylish, it'll go with your outdoor aesthetic. We can bring these in, we'll provide an umbrella, we'll set up a bunch of these. They're good for adults and kids.
And parties for 2 or The sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. We do corporate functions, we do private dinners, we do weddings, we do birthday parties, we do a little bit of everything.
Okay, and one thing you say is ice cream can be a bit messy, right?
Yes, ice cream can be messy. So I always opt for the fruit pops, the popsicles, and then you can give those to the kids, the popsicles, and then adults pop those in the wine glasses, pour your Prosecco, and then you'll have fun.
I'm liking this idea. This
really
is just
good.
that kitschy little idea that any guest is going to love.
Yes, absolutely.
And so tell me a little bit about how this got started and behind the name.
Yes, so we just hit our 1-year anniversary. We started last year, a little bit once the city opened. We wanted to bring joy to people. We started posting like different events we would do for our daughters, and folks would say, hey, do you do this professionally? So we tried. It's my husband, myself, my mom. My husband makes all the props, all the marquee letters. Well, not the furniture, things like that, but we have marquee letters, customized backdrops. He's like our Bob the Builder. So it's a family-owned business.
And he brought all this in, by the way, too.
Yes.
So, and a lot of people, I assume, look at that and go, okay, I want this as my backyard now, and you can tell them where to find it, too, right?
Yes, I definitely will share that. Each year I go to the Home and Garden, so you can find me there this year, and I'll give you different tips on where to get different furniture, outdoor furniture. But yes, you can rent this from us. We can set up different lounges, dinner parties, we have farmhouse tables, we have everything.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, so don't forget to book now through July 4th. And guess what? You can get 20% off decor services from Jordy Lolo. For more information, just head to our website. You know what to do. All right.
Yep. Okay. With the extra long weekend, of course, you have time to visit a highly Instagrammable spot right here in the Alamo City, and it's only for a short time, though.
Yes, our Jen Tobias Stresky is taking us to Traders Village for an up-close look at San Antonio's first and only 10-acre sunflower field.
But let me come through here because Brian Billick, marketing manager at Traders Village, is waiting for me. Was that the right way?
Hi, Jen. You could have used the pass. You know, we do have pass out here.
Right there. Sorry.
But it's okay.
Having too much fun out here. Brian, now this is beautiful. It's 10 acres here at Traders Village off Loop 410 and Pearsall Road, but there's a beautiful inspiration behind the field. Please tell our viewers about it.
So last year, around January, I was flipping through photos of my son, Damon, who was 13. He passed away 4 years ago from osteosarcoma bone cancer. There was a particular photo of him at a Sarcoma Foundation of America event where he was standing in front of some sunflowers, and it just kind of got me thinking, we already do a 10-acre corn maze in the fall. Wonder if we could do sunflowers. So started learning about sunflowers, and then after about 2 weeks, pitched it to our general manager, Rudy. Then we pitched it to our president, and by February, March, we have a 10-acre sunflower field.
Beautiful, the inspiration, and then you can see the cancer sign there. You mentioned that you have people that come visit and they've overcome cancer, and they're sitting there taking pictures, and that means a lot to so many people, right?
Well, you know, sunflowers have a history of saying that they're about hope. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people like to come out here and take family photos, and they're beautiful. Mm-hmm. So it's really enjoyable for me and for the market to create traditions and memories like this with the sunflower field.
Yes, yes, indeed. Now this is the second year
for the
sunflower field. Tell me what's new.
So this year, one of the things that we wanted to do definitely this year was our sunset photos. So Friday nights from 5 to 9, you can come out to Traders Village at night and go through the sunflower field. The best thing about that is if you get here about 8 to 8:30, the sun starts setting over here, and you can get just some absolutely stunning photos of the sunflowers with the sun setting, and they're just breathtaking. Mm-hmm. The other thing we added was our picking path. So one thing that everybody wanted to do last year was take some of the sunflowers home, so we added the picking path where people can go in, you cut off your own sunflower, and you can pay for it and take it home.
Nice. And for the kiddos, you have a petting zoo as well, all right, on the premises?
We have a petting zoo that comes with the admission. We also have a inflatable slide activities, and it's only $8.99 per person. Okay. And it's $15.99 with a combo pass. And the $15.99 combo pass allows you access into the sunflower field, as well as you get an all-day ride wristband for the 11 rides that we have at Traders Village.
Got it. So now we have all of those details. Let's talk about the maze here, because you can see the path behind me, and this is definitely a challenge for people to take on, right?
So when you get in, you get a little map like this, and it has a map of the maze, and there's 6 checkpoints in there that you go through, and you try to find the 6 checkpoints. There's also a number that we provide in case you get lost that you call,
Very good idea.
and you just say, I'm lost in the sunflower field.
Come get me.
And then we try to find out exactly where you are, and we'll come get you and we escort you out.
But that's good to know if you're coming out, just in case, right? You're a little bit.
If you get lost, don't worry about it. We sweep the maze every Thursday. We'll find you eventually.
Yeah, and perfect photo opportunities, right? I know, he's like, eventually we'll come out and get you. So yeah, perfect photo opportunities here. As far as location, again, it's at 9333 Loop 410 and Old Pearsall Road. If you want to give them a call, you can do that as well. It's 210-623-8383 Traders Village. You guys have been here 11 years, you told me, but
Yes.
this is the second year for the sunflower field, which is just gorgeous. So again, those photo ops, the best time
is Friday nights, 5 to 9 p.m. It's a little cooler, at least by Texas standards, and you get the sunset photos, so that's the best part.
Gotta love those beautiful photos. Again, tradersvillage.com for more information. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you for coming
Should
out.
I go to the path now and maybe try to find my
You might try that instead of walking through the maze.
sunglasses on. Let's go. You will go with me. All right, bye guys. Back to y'all.
Still ahead on SA Live, celebrate our military members, where you can see the local armed forces parade live and has some delicious barbecue and drinks.
But first, he's been called absurd, ridiculous, and an incredible performer. This hilarious magician is in town for a limited time where you can see him and we get a sneak peek at what's in store. That's next on SA Live.
Plus, are you hoping to catch some fireworks this weekend? But places are canceling their shows. For now, though, Leon Valley has the whole day of 4th of July fun planned at Raymond Rimkus Park, including fireworks that start at 9:45 p.m.
SeaWorld also has nightly fireworks shows scheduled for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, July 4th. There's a few other spots in town you can catch fireworks, and there's a list right now on KSAT.com. We have a link on our website, SALive.com. Just click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. Lots more. SA Live is on the way.
Hi San Antonio, I'm Julie Healy and I'm the Director of Development and Marketing with the Animal Defense League. And I'm here with Bear. We want to wish you all a very happy 4th of July weekend. Did you know that this weekend is the #1 weekend of the year when pets go missing? All of the Texas shelters are at capacity. So when more pets are loose and need to be picked up, it puts an additional strain on the system. So please keep your pet indoors and make sure they are microchipped. Thank you very much and have a wonderful, happy 4th of July weekend.